Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Viewer discretion is advised. All right. Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Welcome. Thank you for being here. It's good to be here. Please give me a 1 if you can see me and hear me well. I'm not quite sure. Yesterday, I didn't have time to even watch the Esau's Trouble video, so I'm not quite sure what had happened. Did you guys had any issue? Well, was it echoing? Didn't watch it at all, which is most of the time. I don't know. So, all right, well, it should be. It echoes less than 30 seconds. All right, then, good. Okay. All right. Well, that's good. Okay, good. Yeah, because sometimes this thing keep balancing, unbalancing itself. Um, I don't know what's going on with technology these days. I'm not quite sure what's going on with their stuff and how they are planning to do things. Yeah, as you can see, beloved, those people are in hiding. Sir Elon, fear of assassination, and all these pretense and pretexts out of context to make it seems that hey, I went into hiding because there is some crazy mofo out there that are going to shoot me and things like that. Yeah, whatever you say, man. Whatever, man. And you people are acting like you are not being hunted down, and for some reason you're acting like this fellow is still alive, or I don't know. I don't know what's going on with you people. Nonetheless, the great tragedy that happened to our people worldwide, the scattering of our people, this great injustice, and this matter need to be addressed, and we are addressing it. We are in the midst of all this thing going down. The US military, so to speak, is moving out of the land. Beloved, you do not move a feat like this or a fleet like that, moving all the military equipment and put them in what they are calling Puerto Rico. Okay, or beautiful port is in Spanish. Beautiful door, something like that. Beautiful. So for drug things, and the closest country to Venezuela, I believe, is Trinidad or something like that. And you folks are acting out as if this is about drug, something you made up, something you orchestrated, so it could destroy our people. But we're still here, damaged though, a lot of damage. But now you people are doing this as if, oh, we're gonna go to war over this thing and with this guy because yeah, he's killing American with his drug. He's making the drug. That's one corner of your mouth. The other corner, you're like, well, we should put this tariff on China because China is the one that's sending all the fentanyl and the drugs here via Mexico. And we do know the reason why you are doing this. You don't want everybody to know that, hey, 1619, 2019 is up. According to the book of Joel, I got to get everything out of here before this thing, which you guys already did get everything out of here. And you got to do these things. And thinking, okay, if I get close to this little island and act like, hey, oh, while we are here, they have a gang problem over there. Oh, the gang were the one making the fentanyl and the meth and all the drugs that killing people. And the thing is, with the American society, they will believe that. The society always believe somebody is always the bane of issue. The whatever happened to them, well, it's not my fault that I get involved into the shenanigan and destroy my life and others' life. It's those people's fault over here. Some of you are familiar with that fellow Matt Perry. Is that what that is? Matt Perry from Friends. I mean, the guy died from an overdose because he was an addict. He was an addict, so he died, and they find out the woman that sold him the drug, and they arrested her and convicted her. And they said it was the woman's fault that Matthew Perry, thank you, brother Starseed, and the Rachel Crawford, Matthew Perry, and they convicted this woman. They arrested her, and all the people that were involved. This is you guys' fault. You guys put a gun in this guy's head and force him to do this drug every single day. And people agree with that. the judge, the courts. I'm not quite sure if the woman is already fully convicted. So it's always somebody else fault. That is, again, when it happened to them. When it's something that happened to us, we can't blame anyone. We can't say, well, you guys are the one that bring this thing in the hood. You are the one that have the boats and everything. You manufacture the stuff and you bought it here, just like Gary Webb in his book Dark Alliance said that, well, he confirmed what our folks been saying, that you guys are the one that bought this. But no, it's not our fault. But yeah, but what about the CIA? You guys been bringing this. That's your main job. You guys been doing this thing. Well, whatever you say, you have no evidence. Yeah, because you keep getting rid of the evidence. You keep killing the evidence. You're murdering the evidences. That's what happened. So this system is in unbalanced weight. It is nothing but injustice. Injustice, beloved, we as a people, we cannot work in the line of injustice. We must. That is, again, now this has nothing to do with those people, because there won't be any fairness, okay, when it comes to whatever those people have done. What's going to happen now, it's going to be, beloved, what you put in, that's what you're going to get out. Because justice in our case is the pursuit of fairness, righteousness, and moral balance and action, relations, and decision. Those people do not have that. If everything is injustice for them, they are not about fairness. They are always about wickedness. They are not about moral balance at all. Everything with those people is one-sided. So I'm not talking about anybody. I'm talking about you having a stance on justice. Because justice within itself is a sacred thing. Just like we are a set apart people, we're supposed to have a sacred justice. One more thing. Our people are the only people that always want others to come and drain their party that they work for. They buy all the drinks, all the booze, all the food. They cook all day. They work all that. And then they invited everybody to come in there and eat the food and everything. And then after that, when they want to, there's no more food left. And then when those people throw parties, they don't invite them. They get angry. You must understand that you're a sacred, set apart people. You shouldn't be mixing in people's party. That's like a straight man is very angry at the cowboy community because they didn't invite him in a cowboy like sausage fest party. This thing is not for you, man. Let those people let them have their party over there. You have your thing over there, to each his own. And you cannot blame them for not loving you, or you never liked me because you don't F with me. They shouldn't like you. They shouldn't F with you. There is no group out there that should like you or mess with you, trying to be with you and then, assimilate with you. No, they are all here to take from you, to abuse you, to lie on you, to destroy you, to eliminate you. That's their purpose. You yourself must know that you must build your own thing. Close the door. Dr. Claude told you that all the time. Protect the hood. There are very powerful people that look just like you, that are in the midst of you, but all they are doing is to facilitate others to come, penetrate, draw, suck, taking the energy out, and then left your community in despair. It's just amazing. Our people won't get involved with something serious unless it starts trending. Unless it's on TikTok, a few of people are doing it. Next thing you know, everybody wants to do that too. Well, what is this? This isn't new. We've been talking about those things. Go watch our old videos. Go to our Patreon. You'll see all the things we studies. Dr. Claude, all his book. You must understand you are a set apart people You are a sacred group of people. You should not get involved and mix with others or blaming them because they don't like you. They made it very clear they want nothing to do with you. They made it very clear. Not only that, they hated your guts. They are killing you. They made it clear. They are all about injustice. Again, beloved, balance and justice is justice. The people that you the injustice, you do the same thing unto them. Next thing you know, this is injustice. No, it's justice. You gave me poison, I return poison back unto you. We are the only people that are expected. When somebody kill one of our own, rape one of our own, steal our land, we're supposed to go out there and pray for this person and protect their children and give them more land and give them more blessing and give our life. Take the shirt of our back and give it to this person. So everybody can say, oh, black folks are the most, the peaceful people. They are the most righteous people on earth, man. They will give you the shirt of the back. They got a very special place in heaven. Nope. What you put, that's what you get. But what I'm getting is injustice because you put injustice. What I'm getting is not fair because what you did was not fair. But now that you're getting it, it is fair. We must know, beloved, when to protect the vulnerable. We must know when to restore balance where there is harm. We are the only group of people that wanted to go everywhere where there is nothing going on, no harm being doing here, and we want to restore people, we want to help people that don't even ask us for our help. We always want out there and fight for them and helping this group over here, standing up for them because we are veteran. We are certified vet. Justice, beloved, once we start applying it, of course, it works with discipline. It will, to a degree, get the community together and it will bring the trust. There will be more trust in there. And it begins with self-justice first. Give yourself justice over yourself because remember, you are two, light and shadow. You must reflect the Holy One's justice because the Holy One's justice and the Holy Spirit is divine order. Justice is order, discipline. We must, beloved, get engaged. F that whole equality things. This is amazing. I don't know why our people want to be equal with whatever's going on out there. What the hell happened to your dignity, man? Why do you want to be equal with those people or whatever's going on out there? Keep your dignity, man. Like, yo, I am what I am and you are what you are. But I don't need to be equal or lower myself to whatever that is and things like that. During the feminist movement, they asked a couple of white women and they're like, okay, what about equality? And those women tell you straight up, like, I don't want to be equal to men. I don't want to go out there and do what men is doing. Any women in their right mind won't go ahead and taking those boats and guns and go out there and shoot people and die for some billionaires that is somewhere under the guise of drugs and justice. That's men's job. I don't want to. Men have their own thing and women have their own thing. I don't want to go out there and have to work. I work because if I have something to do, I can stay home and get the same amount of money if I was working. Now, you people made it mandatory for me to work and go out there and compete with men. I don't want that. I don't want to be equal with that. This isn't about being superior and inferior. This is about uniqueness. This is about sacred. This is about speciality. To have something special about you. Your uniqueness, you cannot reject that to be just like them. Well, you wanted a king? There goes Saul. You wanted a king? There go Trump. Being unique is good, man. Hey, I'm good. This is, I am the only person that can do that. You know that, right? Why won't you want to be like the others? This woman said women are the only species on this planet that can do this. They can either choose to stay home, they can either choose to go to work. Men can't. They have to go to work. I don't want to trade with them. The other woman said when she was going to work and they asked her, you know, you wear this little hat. Why? Like, is it cold? She's like, I'm angry. I'm frustrated. I would rather stay home and have a steady income and get laid pretty often. And now because somebody tricked you into believing that you are losing equality, go out there and fight like men, fight with men, and you lost your uniqueness. You lost your benefit, special benefit that the Holy Spirit gave unto you because you were born a woman. It's a sacred duty. The Holy One said, men, it is within the sweat of your brow thou shalt live. That's the commitment given to him. To a degree, if something happened, you can step up and do things. But they give you special stuff. And our people, whenever we have special things, we look at others that don't have what we do. We want to get rid of our things so we can become like them. So we won't hurt them. We won't make them feel bad. I've seen this all the time. I've seen our people have all the good stuff. I've seen children, their parents give them pretty much everything that they could possibly imagine, wanted. And they did their parents great injustice by throwing those things away and want to be gang and want to be rebel and go out there and do stupid things. And then after they get hurt badly, and then they want to come back. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry, Mom. I didn't know what I was doing. I thought they were my friends and stuff like that. Above all, beloved, remember one thing. You do not have to prove anything to anyone out there, because your justice is the structure of righteousness. People have everything to prove unto you. They need to come and show unto you why they are here, why they are getting this, why they claim to be that. You don't see. Look, when somebody stole your identity and they took your quote unquote your credit card or your bank or your house and stuff, when you go to court, they have your ID. They know the people around your neighborhood. They know the house was yours. The people at your job know you work here. This person, he or she gonna have to prove where and how he or she get this permission to move in your house, steal everything, and do things and pretend to be you, have your name and switch everything. And then next thing you know, when you want to get your stuff back, well, you need to identify. Where's your ID? Where's your this? You need to know, man, you stole my hash. The justice system should not go after you to identify and prove to them that, this bank account belonged to me, everything belonged to me, they stole my money and stuff. No, the system should be there and say, you stole this, you stole that, you stole this. Beloved, we cannot let this injustice go. We must stand up for fairness. Refusing to tolerate the wrongdoing. When I said to tolerate, beloved, there is one thing I want my people to know. The tolerance started within you. There are certain things you cannot tolerate yourself to be around, to get involved with, and you will not tolerate family members to get involved with. And you will not tolerate your community to get involved with this nonsense. That is why you must, to a degree, separate. The separation begins within yourself, within your habits, within your vices, within things like, man, I can't, I don't get involved with this thing. I will not tolerate it around me. Either I move to another place, or whoever's doing this goddamn thing in my house need to move out. Do not tolerate wrongdoing. There's a lot of what Dr. Claude Anderson called it, inappropriate behavior. IB. A lot of inappropriate behavior. Me, myself, I will not tolerate them here. But everybody know that. From day one, I told you it straight up. There's discipline here. There's fairness. There's justice. We have a code of honor here. You will not come here and try to deviate our conversation, okay? All right? Great glory, beloved. Thank you, Sister Lisa Cabrera. Shalom, Big Levi INC family. Thank you for the super sticker. All right? You cannot tolerate this. I already told you in the beginning, the priest anointed the king. Remember, Samuel not only anointed Saul, he did anointed David. Once he did this, his job is done. It is up to the kings now. It's not like to say, I'm a king and stuff like that. No, people have to see you doing the work. People have to see you bringing on the work and actually doing the work. And there are works out there only a king can do. Well, you need both the king and the priest to do this. We are doing the best we can do. Beloved, the Holy One did not give you the sword of justice for you to be afraid of it. The Mighty One did not give you all this knowledge for him to bring you back into Jacob's trouble again. He didn't wake you up to say, hey, I wake you up. Look what all those things that were going on around you. You didn't know about that. So, okay, all right, go back to sleep again, because those people have another 400 years. We must correcting errors and imbalances within ourselves and our people and our community. Holding yourself accountable. The same way that you want to lead, you want to be a king, you want to do this. When something bad go wrong, you gotta say, this is my bad. I have to fix this because I did this, because I'm the leader here. I'm supposed to do this, I'm supposed to do that. Because if you do not practice justice spiritually, beloved, you are dead. Spiritually, you will reflect and do the same injustice that they did to you. First, we are famous. Well, in that case, we're famously known for doing injustice to ourselves and to others and to our families and to our community, because we spiritually, we do not understand why this thing do not understand. We refuse to understand why this injustice happened, and we let it embed itself in our DNA, and we pass it on to our children. Okay, we treat them the same way that we are treated at work, outside by others. Okay, we ignore them, negligence and all that, all the shadows. We talk about this justice, beloved. It came from the Holy One. It's divine order, fairness, and truth. You must treat yourself as this. Be truthful with yourself. We talked about this 4 or 5 years ago when we say be real with the Most High, man. And you come out there and say, Holy Spirit, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a good person at all. I wanted to be good, but there's no possible way for me to be good. I have negative thoughts about this. I have immoral thoughts about that. I have done things. I try to run to the church. Hell, I try to run to the AK, try to cleanse myself, but I can't. They can't help me. Big Levi can't do his for me. In fact, if you know what I've done, he might use that and then extorted me for money. I don't know the guy, but that's what I would have done. Be real, man. to the Holy One. Again, like I said before, don't call me and confess whatever that you did in 1974 and where the body is buried. No, that's not what that is. This is you being in your closet, being very quiet, and confess that thing to the Holy One. Do right in all things. Justice is love expressed through righteousness. Those folks out there do not have righteousness. Everything that those people are doing is nothing but wickedness. When the priests are saying, okay, well, you need to confess my sin unto me. Well, no, right? That's not what that is, okay? Beloved, doing confessing and do those things, this is you giving yourself justice first. Once you give yourself justice, once you start justifying unjustifying your wickedness, and justice will be around you, she will be at your side, and she will propagate in your house, in your community, in your land, and everything should be done, because this is the time for justice. This is the time for what you're seeing going on out there. This is the time for those people, whoever out there, to call them and question them. It's not them calling and questioning you. You need to call them and question them. Why are you here? What the hell is going on with this? Why do you have my hish? Give it back. Because if you're not practicing justice, making fair decision, defend those who are mistreated, beginning with you, advocate for your truth, everybody else, treat yourself above all with dignity. Once you start treating yourself with dignity and integrity, we talk about, it will automatically, others will be treated. The moment you come in balance with your guardian angel, the other side will follow. The moment you start treating yourself better, you respect yourself. There are certain hits you don't stand for. You set boundaries. There are certain things you don't get involved with. You walk in the lines of righteousness, and people will know this guy, this girl, this woman, this man, he is not about this. How do you know? He never said this, but this is the way he or she is behaving. Affirmation. I pursue justice with courage, Sophia, my mother, and righteousness. Great glory, Heavenly Father, thank you for this great justice that you're bringing in the midst of this planet, this earth, this land, and everywhere. All praises to the Most High. Much love to the Holy Spirit. Thank you to all guardian angels. And thank you to all of you that are here. Walk in righteousness. Walk for justice. Not for justice for all. Let's talk what that is. Justice for... Nah, man. I need justice and my people. Certain of my people. Again, like I said it before, our people are the only group that are expected to fight for justice and stand for justice while all the injustice is being done unto them, and nobody said restore. Nobody said why you guys are doing this to those people, man. But they didn't do anything wrong to you. In fact, they are the greatest fighters out there. Don't you see they are traumatized people? Don't you see they are people that are being hurt? Don't you see that everything that they are doing out there is nothing but reaction? Why are you people doing this to them? They are virtually harmless. If you leave them alone, they are harmless. None of you say this. No. You said more injustice, do more unto them. But the problem is now, well, actually the solution now, the problem is now the things that you advocated to be done unto our people hurt them, but it killed you. The things that you throw, the boomerang that you throw ourselves to take our head off, slice our face, but it cut off your head. Now, everything that all the trap you did set up for our people, you ended up failing in them and you can't get out. Indeed, justice is the culture of our people. Now, man, get justice for yourself first. And that's what you're doing now. Whatever that's going on now, it is good, beloved. Let it all out. Hold nothing back. Bring everything to the table. It is when you brought justice to the table, you will find out who are your true people, who have been there to help you, and who's been doing things to hurt you. When justice is in the midst, people find out they have to pay. When people find out, like, yo, wait, what do you mean? Well, do I have things have to get balanced now? And then people will show you their true color. And next thing you know, this person is not your friend anymore. Next thing you know, those group of people that you thought was always because they look like you, they say all praises to the Most High like you. They are in the chart. Next thing you know, the moment Justice walk in there with her sword, like, okay, all right, let's do this ish. And people like, oh, okay, well, gang, the bumbling started. The mumbling, grumbling, murmuring, it started. Next thing you know, people don't want to pay. People don't want to pay, man. People always want to come to the table and eat all the food and stuff like that. The moment the check came in, everybody like, oh man, you got my back, man. Like every time, no, what? No, man, I already paid for my food. Well, you didn't pay for my food? No. What you always do, man? What the fuck is going on? Pay for my food? Nah. Well, you pay for your own goddamn food. And then the restaurant owner called the sheriff. And next thing you know, when the sheriff come here and say you gotta pay, and that person unloaded on you. You set me up, man. You set me up, dog, and stuff like that. Next thing you know, this chronic gambler gonna have to pay the tab. Hey, you owe here, man. You owe that. This is your tab, man. Yeah, no more. The moment the dine and dash, the back door is locked, the front door is guarded. There is no exit then to pay this check, and you ain't gonna get out of here, man. Now you're gonna have to pay. I pay for my food, man. Why can't you pay? You have the money, but people don't want to pay, man. You're like, I've been eating free food, like, you always pay for me, yeah. But not this time, man. You never said thank you. You never split the bill. You never leave a tip. And hell, after we're gone eating, this is what happened. This thing that happened the other day. And this is a fair example. Before I play this, let me go ahead and play that once more. We played in the Esau's Trouble video last night. I'm going to play this again.
In Smyrna.
This is what happened, beloved. There you go.
In Smyrna, a night out with friends turned violent. Police say one man was shot and killed by a man he had just gone out to dinner with.
Well, Fox 5's Denise Dillon is live in Cobb County tonight. Denise, police had been searching for that shooter.
Yes, and they knew who they were looking for because there were several witnesses to this shooting. Police had been searching for Nakia Williams, and yesterday morning, he turned himself in here at the Cobb County Jail.
They're all friendly with each other. They had gone out to dinner earlier on Saturday evening.
A group of friends getting together on a Saturday night. After dinner, they came back to this home in the Viningsbrook subdivision.
All still hanging out and just spending time together and talking. It was a rather small group of about 5 to 7 people total.
The night stretched into the early morning hours of Sunday. Police say the homeowner, Tori Harris, asked one of the guests, 50-year-old Nakia Williams, to leave.
The suspect, Mr. Williams, didn't want to leave the house, and there was a verbal altercation that ensued and a physical altercation. And according to the witnesses, all of a sudden there was a gun.
Witnesses told police there was a single gunshot. When police showed up, they found 48-year-old Tori Harris on the pavement.
Officers arrived on scene. and they found the victim deceased in front of the residence on the little walking path up to the front door.
The man with the gun took off before police arrived.
There you go, man. You invited this fellow over. You paid for their food. You know, we went out. You know, we had a good time, and then it's time for you to leave my house, man. Like, hey, oh boy, look at what time is it, man? All right, man. I got work tomorrow. I gotta take my family this place, and all right, man. I'll see you later, man. Nigga, I'm gonna crash in here, man. I crash all the time, man. You know, give me another beer, man. Let's watch some game. Like, nah, man, you gotta leave, man. And next thing you know, that person shoot and kill you because he didn't want to leave. Well, we had a great time. This is what's been happening. No more, man. No more. So to all people out there, you must do everything that's going out there, the anger, the name calling, the questioning, the stuff. It is good. No, it is good to go out there and be angry and let all out. You must know who truly are your people by the Spirit. Some of them you already know, most of them you do not know. You know, you may be going out with this guy all the time and with this girl all the time. You think you know them up until they shot and kill you. You realize that I didn't know this person at all. Georgia is bad. Scam capital. I'm not sure. I've been to Georgia. That's where I got my first CDL job. Stockton, Georgia. Is that what that is? Stockton, Georgia. Stockton, Georgia. Okay. No, Stockbridge. Stockbridge, Georgia. I don't know. This thing keep connecting to my phone. Stockbridge, Georgia. I've been to Stockton, California for my second job. Stockbridge, Georgia. Hey.
Flights from Miami to Stockbridge leaving January 22nd and
I've been to Stockbridge. I spent like a couple of months over there. I did enjoy it. I don't know about Georgia being a scam capital, man. What kind of scam those people are running over there? I have people that just moved to Georgia, man. I love Georgia. I love going over there. It's at least where I was, it was peaceful. I was sheltered in a hotel for like 3 months. You know, I made good friends over there, you know, while I was waiting to get a job. Yeah, that's south of downtown LA, Atlanta. It is the scam capital. I got scam and robbed, and I'm from Cali. You got scam and robbed. What the hell is going on in Georgia? I don't know what's going on in ATL, man. Where I'm at in the hood, Fort Lauderdale, is mainly base heads. You know, only need a few dollars. As long as they get a few dollars, they're good. There's not that much crime. If you get it down there where I'm at, that's because you are looking for it. You know. Too many senseless crime and accident? Damn. Never let anyone borrow your phone. Ford stealing money and crime. Man, is that bad? Is it that bad out there? HIV is rampant down there as well. Good Lord, I was not aware of that. I wanted to go to Georgia to do some stuff, man. I was planning to go over there in ATL because I was doing some research. And I got photos when I was in Stockbridge. Let me see if I can pull them up. I was in Stockbridge, Georgia. I had a great time down there, and the people were nice to me. Usually, wherever I'm going, people are always nice to me. I don't know why. When I went to Stockton, California, I met a young woman. She showed me around. She was working in the place. There's a dude. He literally tell me, man, hey, if you need a place to stay, you know, him and his wife provide me a place. He said, well, if you can't get a job, you can come here and stay there. He was pretty nice to me though. That was around 2017. I'm jumping to 2018. I'm getting close. All right, almost there. Looking at my old photos. No, that's me in California. I already left. Okay, yeah, I think that's the one in Georgia. Yeah, I believe that's the one. Oh, okay. All right. Let me see if I can get this. Oh, no sounds. Uh, is the sounds what? A lot of STDs. Damn. Good grief! What's going on in Georgia, man? I thought I should have known this. Right now, I am in Stockbridge, Georgia. I'm about like 25 miles from Atlanta, Georgia. So I am at a Coins Laundry Home Depot. No, a Coin Laundry Depot, close to Highway 138, and then and 23, South 23. So I'm over there. I'm next to a Dollar Tree or whatever. That's right. So, you know, I'm at the American Best Inn, the hotel. Pretty good hotel, man. Pretty good hotel. And this is gonna be a 5 minutes video, 3 to 5 minutes. You know, I give it 5 stars, man. The people are nice. Everything's doing all right. So just let you guys know that I have a job. All right, I have a job. So yesterday, I've been over there for 5 days. Yesterday, they called me and officially welcomed me to the company. So they officially welcomed me to the company, and right now I'm in standby. I'm waiting for a trainer that's going to take the road with me. You know, the pay is not good though. Yeah, so I was in Stockton, Georgia, and I spent some time there. I never had any issue. I don't know. That was back in 2017. I don't know how things gone. Okay, and you know, I was getting the job. That was before all this online. You know, hey guys, you know, I'm this that. I had a whole series. I make a whole movie where I went and get my CDL and work and come up with the money, build my studios, and I build my tax office, my security school. I was doing too much, and then when I get the money, and you know, I had this addiction that I was doing out there, and it got over my head, and it was bad. It was very bad. So it was very bad. And I remember during that time when I was driving trucks, when I was down, I was depressed, away from my family, and the only thing I could do is to listen to mostly Sister Lisa during the whole thing. That's when the opioid thing was raging, 2016, around that time, and I just got a job. And my family don't know anything about that. Till this, they don't know anything about this. I never told them any of this stuff. They thought like I was working. They thought I was, they thought everything was doing well, but I lost the business because a lot of stuff, man. I was doing a lot of scumbag stuff out there, and then those things came back and bite me in the butt, man. I lost everything. And it was my pride and arrogance. People warned me. They say, man, this business is going under. Technology is going to take over. I'm like, nah, technology, Nico, man. My mind is greater than any technology. And the only one humbles me, man. And then I lost everything. So I went to Stockton, Georgia, and I spent a lot of time there. In that place, there was... oh boy, was it a Denny's? No. It was a Wendy's, a fast food restaurant. And there was people over there, and I was panicking because I was there. I couldn't get a job. So I went to this Denny's, and then I asked the people, I said, well, I'm from Florida, and I'm here temporarily. Do you guys need any help? Are you guys hiring? And sure enough, they said, yeah, I spoke with the manager, and they let me in, man. I worked there for a few things, and it was not the way it's supposed to be, but I never had any problem. People respected me, and they never questioned anything about me. In fact, some of the people that I met over there, they were so invested. They're like, yo, when you get the studio running, can we make a features together? I still got their phone numbers. And there was a young dude that, we had a great relationship. He showed me around. There was a store not too far from the stuff. He was working there. We went there, we shopped, and I was considering moving back to Stockbridge. I have cousins that live in ATL. I don't know all those things was going on, but I had issue online where people are complaining and say, don't move to Georgia, don't move to ATL, excuse me. And I recently have a sister that moved to Georgia, but not in that part, and she's loving it. She talked to me. She said, Big Levi, it's beautiful over there, and things. She showed me the place. I'm like, wow, I got to go visit. Now I'm having doubt, man. I'm having doubt if I could show up to ATL. I've been in Atlanta. I spent like 2 weeks in Atlanta. Maybe because I was sheltered. I went there. I didn't have any issue. I bought some kids. I went to a store. There were a couple of little girls around. They were, playing, and one of them asked me for food, and I bought them a box of. That was back 2016, and things were cheap. I bought them a box of chips. I have all kind of chips. It was like, I don't know, $5, whatever that price was. And I bought them sandwiches. They were so happy. They went to their parents. I met their mothers. And then it was good, man. I didn't know anything. It was good. I'm like, damn it, I gotta move. I was in downtown. Let me show you where I was. Do I have videos? I have some videos. Let me see. I had some videos here. Talking about this. I got Justice Trucking Inc. Let me see if I can show this. No, I went in there. Okay. I shot some video when I was in downtown. No, I came back home. Yeah, boy, there's so many crap in here. No, that's when I was in Stockton. No, Colton, California. Is that what that is? Colton, California, not Stockton. I was close to Stockton. I don't know where the hell I was, but anyway, oh boy, I can't find a video, but it's there. Yeah, it's there. Okay, hang on. No, that was a Love's travel stop. I'm not quite sure where that was. No. Yeah, no, I was in a hotel. Let me see this. Even Beach. Gonna do some laundry right now. I just look at myself in the mirror and then I'm in the shower. I just get up the shower. I just think of myself as the most handsome man on earth. I just wanted to do that Superman thing that my mother used to do for me when I was a kid. There we go. All right, handsome. See you later. I don't know. I think even Beats. Yeah, I was in this one doesn't have is that thing? Oh no, what crap. I thought that thing was showing. All right. I think I was in I was in I was in Georgia that time. The downtown LA, I mean ATL, Atlanta. For some reason this sound things it's working. I don't know. Yeah, I was there, but I never had I never had anything. I never had anything going on with me, man. Like, what the hell is going on in Georgia? Why is it so bad over there? Atlanta is the new Sin City. What the hell? Every person I met out there was getting scammed. I work in Midtown ATL at the Publix. The worker was rude to the customer. It was so bad. I was getting tips for my customer service. They say I was nice. I'm not quite sure. Your skin looks much brighter now. Must have been the fasting we've been seeing over the years. Oh, yes, indeed. I know back then I was getting involved in too much things. A massive cowboy community and ATL. You must take the good and the bad. I hate Atlanta highway, scary place. I got caught up in the highway though. Uh, I didn't have any issue. Yes, Stockbridge, Georgia is way different from Atlanta. Trust. Got propositioned and cool girls parking lot over the you, know, you got propositioned by men or women. What the hell is going on here? I was in Atlanta for 5 minutes and got into an accident. Never went back. Dale. Predominantly cowboys and cowgirls in DL and ATL. I knew this. I knew that the DL is pretty strong in Atlanta, Georgia, because I got people that live there. And then when I told my homeboy, well, he's my brother. When I told my brother, I'm like, yo, man, I'm coming over there in ATL, man, to, we can spend some time because we haven't been together ever since we were kids, man. It's been over 25. No, it's been over 25 years. Oh, 27, 25 years. We haven't seen each other, man. Let me go over there. It's like, yeah, man. Just a heads up down there in ATL, man. What you see, that's not what it is. You gotta double check and pop the hood and stuff to see if the engine is actually a real engine in there. And like, okay, well, what's going on? It's like a lot of DL, man. A lot of DL. It's bad. It's bad. And he gave me an example, and I was shocked. I'm like, really? But we go up together with him. He said, yep. It's bad down there, man. It's bad. And I didn't care about that because, me as a dude, I'm not gonna go over there. And that's what I told him. I said, hey man, I'm not gonna go over there and hang out with dudes. He said, yeah, that's the thing. You would have thought that because you're not into this, you think you're safe from them. All it takes is you to be friend with one of the guy that you thought like, hey, this is a regular dude like me, just like I met that dude over there in Stockbridge. He wanted to feature on my studio and my song. And then again, that was back in 2017. Things were different, and then next thing you know, that guy coming over to your house, and then you having a drink. I don't drink. Or you eating, they put something in your food and you fall asleep, man. And then when you wake up a different person. I mean, nothing good about ATL, man. Atlanta is full of people from everywhere, making the city horrible. 5-lane traffic each way. I didn't have that issue when I was there, but things changed, man. Things changed. Hang on, let me see something with Atlanta. Let's try Google. Man, this is alarming. I wanted to go over there. I had planned this. You know what? This is the thing. Yesterday, no. Last night, I have a friend over there in Atlanta, in Atlanta, Georgia. Couple of months ago, I spoke to him. I said, "Yo, I'm working on a project, and Atlanta would be the beating heart of the project." And he was a little bit reluctant. He's like, "You coming to Atlanta?" I'm saying, "Yeah, man." It's like, "Oh, okay, man. You sure you don't have anywhere you want to do this?" I'm like, "No, man, Atlanta is better because over there in Fort Lauderdale, you can do it, but what I'm having in my mind, it won't look good. I have to go to Atlanta." And he's like, "Okay, well, if you have, just come here unless you absolutely have to." I'm like, "Okay, all right." And then now let me check something. What was the population of Atlanta, Georgia back in 2017 comparing to now? And how many people that moved in, or did the population increase, decrease? What happened?
The Atlanta metropolitan area has seen population growth since 2017. In 2017, the estimated population was around 5.43 million, and by 2024, it's estimated to be around 6.19 million. So there has been a significant increase. Is there anything more specific you'd like to know about the growth?
Yes, I want to know the demographic of the growth, which of the people that move, and what caused that spike. This is almost 2 million people over there. I shall say 6.9 is almost 2 million.
That significant increase is influenced by several factors, including economic growth and a diverse job market, drawing people for employment opportunities. The demographic makeup typically includes a mix of different races and age groups, contributing to the region's diversity. Are you interested in a breakdown of specific demographics?
Yes, go ahead and break down the Black demographic, so to speak.
The Atlanta metropolitan area has seen diverse growth, with the Black population continuing to be a significant part of the region's demographic. While the city of Atlanta itself has seen shifts in its percentage of Black residents, the broader metro area has experienced continued growth in the Black population, driven by both natural increase and in-migration. Is there a particular aspect of this demographic you're curious about?
Yes, I'm curious about the comparison between the downtown Metro Atlanta population to Fort Lauderdale population.
Comparing downtown Atlanta's population to Fort Lauderdale's, Fort Lauderdale is a smaller city. As of recent data, Fort Lauderdale's population is typically in the hundreds of thousands, while the population of downtown Atlanta, as a specific district, is much smaller than the entire Fort Lauderdale population, though it's quite dense. Are you interested in exact numbers?
Yes, please. How dense? What is the population density down there comparing to over here in Fort Lauderdale?
Based on recent data, the population density in Fort Lauderdale is typically around 5,300 people per square mile. Downtown Atlanta, as a specific district, had a density of around 6,680 people per square mile in 2017, which is somewhat higher than Fort Lauderdale's overall density. Did that give you a clearer picture?
Yes, indeed. So what is the population comparison to Miami in that case? How many people that they have in Miami, and also how many people that is in Atlanta, Georgia? Which one is the most populous? And not only that, but the density also.
Miami's population is typically around 450,000 people, and the density is quite high, over 12,000 people per square mile. Atlanta's city population is a bit larger, around 500,000, with a density of about 3,700 people per square mile, so generally less dense than Miami. However, the comparison between the downtown districts can differ due to density variations within the cities.
All right, then. Thank you. Wow. Oh, man. Now I'm having doubts, man. I had great love for, now I'm looking more into Mississippi right now. Is Mississippi like this? Is Jackson, Mississippi a scam? Will I get scammed if I go to Jackson, Mississippi, or anywhere in Mississippi? Well, anybody over there in Mississippi, man? Atlanta started to give me the willies right there, man. I had a great experience everywhere. I don't have any issue. I love Williston, North Dakota, Brother Jerry in the Mist. I love Bismarck, North Dakota. I love Honor God. I live in Honor God, a town of like probably 1,000 people live in Honor God. Let's see. What is the population of Honor God, North Dakota?
It seems Anamoose, North Dakota, has
No,
a
not
relatively...
Anamoose. Honor God. Honor God. It's in North Dakota.
Oh, I apologize for the mix-up. Arnegard, North Dakota, has a very small population, around 167 people as of 2023. Is there something specific you'd like to know about this small town?
Yeah, 167. Do they have a post office? Is it still there?
Yes, Arnegard does have a post office, located on Main Street South. It operates with specific hours on weekdays and Saturdays. Is there a particular reason you were curious?
No, that's fine. Yeah, I love Honor God, man. The town have like 100 people living there. They got a bar. They got a post office. That's where I get my stuff. And somebody said, "Is North Dakota cold?" Oh, cold. All right. Let's see what do we have here for North Dakota. Okay. I got things in there. What the hell? What happened? Okay. Huh. I think this one. Dakota. North Dakota. Cold is understatement, man. Honor God, North Dakota. It's 5 degrees out there, man. 5. Loving degrees, man. What's up, Evil Knight? That's called that little bitch right there, son. Woo! Fixing my loader. My boring boy. You know what? I haven't uploaded anything. But I'm doing all right, man. It's cold, man, son. It's like really cold. I'm like 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 5. You know, get the job done, son. And after that, going back home in December, see the family. I'm very far away, man, to build that studio, son. Very, very far. Yeah, 5 degrees. You know, that's all I did to build the studio, and I actually did it. And it was 5 degree working. Sometimes it's -10, and you know, we're out there working. You know, it's cold. And when I got home, I'm working, I don't feel my feet. I don't feel my feet. And at some point when we're going to work, some of the workers will put hot pepper chili on our boots. We'll put hot pepper chili on our toes. We'll put hot sauce on our toes to keep our toes warm, because you are working in places like this, man. You know, and I don't know why, but I did love it, man. Let me see. I took some. Okay, I had something in here. I think I erased it. Oh crap! I erased. And eventually, I built the studio. Though I got the apartment, I built the studio, I built the things. Everything was nice. Oh boy, I think I erased that. I erased it. You know, we used to do things like that. Okay, we used to go, because it's the oil field. I would go around those things just to warm up. Just to warm up. Yeah, things were. I love it, man. I love the place. I love the job. I love what I was doing over there. I had no issue. Everybody, you know, respected me. Um, you know, working in things like that, man. That was the oil field thing. Oops. Oh, I got 10 more minutes to go. North Dakota is pretty cold. It was one day it was -35. And most of the day working in the oil field was -35, and I love it. And when I was in there, I don't know why this thing is not playing. Oh, it's playing now. All right. That's, you know, it's so cold. It's so cold. You have to cut the grease. You know, the grease frozen. You know, it's frozen, and then we have to go ahead and clean those things. It's so cold out there, man. It was bad. One of the dude got frostbite. It was bad, but I did love it. I did love it because it's just like it make me feel alive. And I'm out there, man. I love what I'm doing, and I was doing a lot of stuff, and I never had any issue. You know, I was making good money, and nobody knew what I was doing. And my daughter thought I was like, you know, being somewhere cozy. My mom thought I was doing a cozy job, but this issue was hard, man. It was super hard. I couldn't keep a beard though, because I have to wear the thing and stuff like that. It was nice driving and doing all those things, but it was cold. It was cold. It was super cold. I never had any issue where you have to cut the oil flows. You know, the oil, it's so cold that the oil flows. You know, and the guys, we will go fishing and the lake is frozen. You can drive on it, where we will cut a hole and then we'll go fishing in there. It was good, man. It made me feel alive, you know, going in chaining my truck and all that. I'm like, man, I'm earning some money, man. That's good. And when I built the studio, that's how the studio still these days. And I knew what it was. You know, it was good. It was good. I never had any issue. I don't know what's going on now. It's probably changed that much. Hang on. Let me see what time it was. There is a way I can find out the temperature it was at that day. No. All right, let me see. I can't ask the AI what specific day and hour. Okay, Friday, January the 12th. That was, let me see. That was Friday, January the 12th, 2018. Can you double check for me to see what was the temperature in North Dakota, Honor Guard, or Watford City around Friday, January 12th, 2018?
It can be difficult to find specific weather data for a single day in the past. However, temperatures in Arnegard and Watford City during January 2018 were likely quite cold, as that's typical for North Dakota in the winter. Was there a specific reason for the date?
Yes, because I want to know exactly what was the temperature at that time.
Finding specific weather data for a precise date and location can be tricky, and I wasn't able to find the exact temperature for Arnegard or Watford City on January 12th, 2018. Okay. It's very likely it was extremely cold, though. Okay. Is there anything...
All right, so let me try ChatGPT. That was Gemini. ChatGPT probably going to use brute force. What was the temperature in Watford City on Friday, January 12, 2018?
On January 12th, 2018, Watford City in North Dakota was really cold. The temperature that day ranged from about -33 at its lowest to around -8 at its highest, so definitely a very chilly day.
Can you repeat the temperature again, just the temperature?
Sure. On January 12th, 2018, the temperature in Watford City ranged from about -33 degrees to -8 degrees.
What is that in Celsius?
Absolutely. In Celsius, that would be roughly a range from about -36 Celsius at the low end to about -22 Celsius at the high end. So still a very frosty day.
So that's how cold it was. I remember this day as if it was yesterday. I got promoted that day. No, I got promoted the next day to supervisor because I was doing a good job. But it was so cold. It was negative 33. And I had to walk out there. I had to go do things. And I made videos and things like that. But it was so cold, man. And I stepped out there and I can feel my body. It felt like I'm a candle. I can feel the heat come out of the thing. I'm like, hey, let me take a picture and stuff like that. Yeah, it was cold. For the people that ask, was North Dakota cold? Waking up -35, you have to go put the work. And I love it. And when I see me at work and a few other men, most people stay home, I party. I'm like, damn, I'm tough. I'm getting tougher. Man, I didn't know I had it in me. You know, I would feel so much pride in me. I would take off my gloves, like, yo, I will do things with my bare hand. I'm fixing cars, I'm fixing this, I'm fixing that. Things I didn't know, I was putting them together, and I got into welding. I built certain stuff that I left over there. I've done a lot of things, and I never had an issue. And I went to Georgia. I would be visiting people, for people to telling me that Atlanta is that bad, that it really made me feel a certain way, man. I'm like, yo, my people over there, I love my people. I was going to go to Atlanta. I got planned for Atlanta. You know, I was going to go there, do stuff. The guy was a little bit like, yo, make sure you come here when you have to. I don't want to get scammed, man. You know, I don't want to get scammed. A brother Jerry is over there in North Dakota. Great placement. I was making good money, man. You know, and the family, of course, I never let them know because they will worry. You know, you can force to death out there. Yeah, bare hands, I took off my things, and because it felt like I have this issue. I don't know, this it's kind of a fetish with me. Whenever I'm against an opponent or something that is hard, virtually impossible, and when I've done it and I want something harder, something that is nearly or impossible to do, because my power is troubleshooting. Anytime I met any adversary, something is, I don't know what that, I always fix it. You know, being home, man, you know, staying home, having this job, I'm not using my hand, I'm not using my toughness. My mind died, and I become complacency. My job is too comfortable. And when I lost the business, and then I was in a hole, and I had to go to North Dakota, I mean, I had to go to the oil field. You know, everybody's like, it's dangerous, you can die. And I went there, spent a couple of years there, man. I love it. The only reason why I turned back, it's because when I had a full beard, when I came back, the only reason I left North Dakota, it's because of this. That was the only reason when I left. When I come back, I had a shaved face, as you can see. I had a shaven face and things like that. I got promoted. That's when I had promoted to supervisor that day. And when I come home, my daughter screamed. She ran from me. She ran to her mother. She ran, she screamed, she ran. I'm like, she was on the phone with me. Everywhere I'm at, I'm like, driving from Fort-Lauderdale to Honor Guard, it's 2,000 miles. Wait, hang on. Let me see how many miles that is. I was 2,000 miles. Or it took me 3 days driving nonstop. Well, I stop and sleep in the road, but what is the distance from Fort Lauderdale to Watford City in miles and also in kilometers?
The driving distance from Fort Lauderdale, Florida to Watford City, North Dakota.
What is the distance from Fort Lauderdale to Watford City, North Dakota?
The distance between Fort Lauderdale, Florida and Watford City, North Dakota is approximately 2,374 miles or 3,820 kilometers.
Okay, how many days that would take to drive from one point to the other?
It would take approximately 1 day, 9 hours and 22 minutes to drive from Fort Lauderdale to Watford City, excluding any stops.
What if you add stops and rest?
With stops and rest, the trip would definitely take longer, likely at least 2 or 3 days, depending on how many and how long the stops are.
So I was driving and a broken ass Ford. Where's my car? I have my car here. I pretty much documented everything. Where's my car? I have a Ford Crown Victoria. There we go. That's my baby right there. You know, I was driving in this car, no AC, no heat, you know, negative 35. And then I'm driving in the cold. I had to wear so many clothes. I filled the car with things clothes to keep it warm. And my feet froze. I had to stop places. And I was on the phone with my daughter talking to her. You know, I had this, man. This car was a beast, but the alignment was messed up and it was not good. But I drove there and I drove back with it all the time. He made it. So when I got home, I kid you not, and I was on the phone with my daughter and like, Daddy, where you at? And she couldn't speak. She was very little and she was 3 years old. So I'm talking to her. I'm like, Daddy's over there. Daddy almost here. I'm coming. And I'm like, man, she'll be surprised to see me. I lost a lot of weight. And when I came in, I opened the door. I'm like, hey. And she saw me. What I saw in her face, the horror, when she looked at me and she screamed and she ran to her mother. And people thought it was somebody that break in. And her mom was like, this is Daddy. What's going on? I'm like, yeah, Cookie, it's me. It's me. Come to Daddy. Give Daddy a hug. Give Daddy a kiss. And she was screaming as if I was a demon. And my mom was like, what the hell? What happened to you? I'm like, what's going on? She said, where is your beard? And I didn't have that. I'm like, the beard? And I touched my face. I'm like, oh no, I have to shave the beard because once you put the mask, it's company, I have to shave the beard. So, and I'm like, Daddy, she spent days without talking to me. She was afraid of me. And I talked to one of my friends and, Jimmy, I'm like, yo, and it hurt me. I'm like, my daughter didn't recognize me, man, because I spent like 3 months, 6 months away from her. I only talked to her. And I'm like, yo, I make money, but my daughter, my family is broken. I got home. Family don't want to tell me. My mom was broken. My friends, the people, even the people that lived there, when they see me, they were excited as if like I was a member of the family. Everybody was broken. They miss me to such a degree. I was causing more harm to my family than I thought. We men, we think like if we go someplace, we bring money, we go out there, we regale the whole family how much we walk in the cold, we prove ourselves, we test our metal, we fight where there is no fight. We embellish things, make things look good, how much of a man we are. And we're thinking like, wow, people are like, oh, they will admire this one. In fact, I was destroying my family. And my friend told me, hey, man, no man should ever put a price on their family. I understand what you're doing is good, but you must look into it again. When I sat down, I meditate and I cried, man. And I thought I was doing something good. And I said, never again. I will never go so far away from my family that I traumatize my daughter like this. And I seek a job that was closer, pay less, not making over 75, 100K, 150. And I said, you know what? And when I told the people over there, they miss me. They say, anytime you film and come back. And I'm like, I'm not going to go back there anymore. And I stay with my daughter. And that's why that kid never leave me alone. So now she's all grown up. She's 11 now. That was 8 years ago. And, the damage, to a degree, I repair it. It was bad. That's the only thing. I didn't move back there. I already make plan. Houses was cheap where I was. Not in Williston, though. I love Williston. There's not a place that I've gone I don't like. So it really hurt, man. It really hurt that I was like, yo, everybody miss me. And when I'm going, people they're like, okay, have a good day at work. and then you can see their face, the sadness, but my pride and ego was in my way. I think like I'm this man over there, and I would never take a break. I would go to work and work 6 months or 3 months, 6 months straight, no days off. Every day, I work every day, 12, 14 hours, 16 hours a day. I would work every day, and I think like, that's, yeah, I'm strong and stuff like that. I was not, man. I was doing a lot of harm, not only to my daughter, to my wife, to my mom, to my friends, to my people, and the people online that were following my journey. They're like, yo, what happened to you, man? I'm like, yeah, I'm still working in this thing and stuff. And I pretty much, it was bad. It was bad. So before I did further damage, the damage is done, but further damage, I had to quit, man. I had to quit and left, and then sit down home. I spent more time with my family. I had a job close, working in the waste management industry. I love picking up waste and go to the landfill, examining stuff, seeing all the stuff that people are throwing out, good things, found good working TVs and stuff like that, couch, open. I have a whole channel that is all about this and things like that. That was before this whole fiasco online, people, hey guys and stuff. And it was good. It was good. And come to realize, beloved, and that's the thing. I spent so much time in my own head trying to prove that, I can do this, which I knew I can, and a lot of my friends died. And one day I was at work. I talked about this the other day on private, and I realized that one of the girls that I went to high school with, she died in 2017, and I knew this in 2021. 4 years later, I realized she died. I'm like, wow, all those people. I realized so many. The only people that is left right now is me, Jimmy, Poland, Sonai Stravinsky. He's mentally, he's out. He's done. Psychosis to the full blown. He got into smoking this thing. He lost his mind. He's done. He can't do anything. He lost his mind. They have to lock him up somewhere, chain him up to a bed. And barely T. Jacques. That's all. Out of the friends I know, man. I don't know, man. It's painful. I was gonna go to Atlanta, man. I mean, I'm still gonna go, but I'm gonna be very careful. Forgive me, beloved, if I met any of you in Atlanta. I don't want to identify myself or shake hands with you. But I never know Atlanta was that bad, man. I never know this, man. Yeah, so yeah, there's a lot of crap I was doing, and to me, we men have this issue. We think like I'm being a man out there, man. Yeah, people are seeing me. I'm waking up early. I'm going to work. I'm going this. I never take a day off. That's how real men supposed to be. Well, that's not. That's not. And when I start spending time with my family and my daughter, I gain the greatest wisdom, and I realized I had more strength in me things that I didn't know. And it's good. So I'm still looking at the plan in Atlanta, but I'm gonna be a little bit more, not skeptical, but much more, I don't want to say this word, but careful. I want to be careful, man. So that's all. Is that answer your question concerning how cold it was? And then what I was doing. I have plenty of video. I was in at ATL. I went to this place. I met those kids. I buy them food. When you're visiting place, you don't know the bad until you leave there. So the people that are living there, I thank you for the one. Over here in Fort Lauderdale is not that bad. It's cool. Everybody's all right. There ain't much that stuff going on here. A little shooting here, a little 2/3 in the mist, but no scamming, none of these things. Well, there is scamming, but not as rampant as there's a cowboy community a few miles. They stay there. No, no DL. There is, but it's not prominent. There is cowboyism, but somewhat respectful, and they would not come to you. And this is the thing down there in Fort Lauderdale. All right, this probably gonna come out as gossip, which it is. A few months ago. All right, we'll close with this. A few months ago, I went to visit a family member that live in an apartment, and there's a little cowboy dude there, and he's a little light-skinned Spanish black guy mixing with Asian. I don't know what that guy is, but he's a massive cowboy. Everybody know that, what he is. So when I see the fellow, he's walking and do all those flamboyant thing, which letting he's a cowboy. He has a boyfriend, and they live in an apartment above my people. So, and when I went there, again, this apartment, my people over there, nothing but 2/3. They are 2/3 people. Just, I'm sorry, beloved, but they are straight up 2/3 gang, BT watching, twerking watching, Puff Daddy discussing things. Nothing. Did I show this? Did I show the thing with NBA young? No wait, NLE Chopper. Did I show the thing NLE Chopper? Did I show that? Did I show it in private or public? Anybody there? I showed it in the class. That rapper named NLE Chopper. I think did I show it publicly? But nonetheless, I got it from them. So when I was there and they are talking, they're like, this dude up there and his boyfriend, they go at it, all the time, and things like that. And she said something is strange. I did in class, but I didn't show it here. I'm gonna try to show it here. And she said something is wrong. He has a boyfriend, but this and how it happened. I was there. I don't want to get involved with this type of conversation because it's very uncomfortable. And what she said, I received the confirmation. 3 a.m. in the morning, my people needed me to do something, and I had to go there to do that stuff. And when I get out of the car, and I just got out of the car, but then like I told people, the way that I look, my statue, and then it's 3 a.m. in the morning, some huge black dude get out of the car, and my face always carry this like, hey, I'm not playing, I'm here to hurt somebody. Although I look normal, but it looks scary to others. I get out of the car, and then there was I'm assuming it's a young woman, and she like, oh my God. And I turn around, I'm like, what happened? And she said, oh, I'm sorry. Is your name this? I'm like, no. And she's like, oh, sorry. Oh my God, I am so sorry. And then I heard her voice say, hey, I'm right here. And she waving, and then the little gay guy, called this girl. And I saw she was a little bit frightened. I'm like, I was not gonna hurt you. I was just like, say, no, it's okay. It's just like the way you come out of the car. I'm like, yeah. And then she get with the little gay dude, they go upstairs, and then they went to the apartment. And then I went inside and I received the confirmation. It was very uncomfortable, man. It's just, paper thin wall. Hey, you know what? What is the proper name of those things? Doctors walk, where they're on their necks, and then they will put, it in your heart to listen to your heart. Osteotism. What I could never promise it. It felt like I have that thing in my ear, and I could hear the name. It's like somebody is whipping a dog. Stethoscope? Is that what that is? It was very informative. And then she like, you hear that? You hear that? I'm like, okay, but he's a cowboy. What the hell is going on there? And she like, I guess they're trying new things. I'm like, okay, but something is wrong. This young woman, I don't know, maybe my eyes, I didn't got my glasses that time. it seems like she had a bulge. She was bulging. Was that, is that what that is? What's going on? I could hear the thing. I could hear the whipping. Like, okay, you know what? Let me do this thing right quick, man. Fixing this stuff. You people have problem here. Let me go home. And then I left. And every time I see this little fellow around walking his dog, and the same sound effect is playing in my mind, I'm like, oh man, I'm probably scarred forever. But hey, good for him. He probably want to take a break from this whole thing and go back doing normal things. And pretty much that's what's going on over there in Fort-Lauderdale. You know, it's just like, you know, those dudes, they are that, but times on time they switch and things like that. They will call somebody and they will experiment and things like that. But there's a video. I don't want to play this video. A dude that used to be a cowboy, Jesus saved his life. He's a black guy. He came out there, he put the stuff. That guy say he had more than 1,000 partners, all black men, straight, married, working black men. He said all of them. He said if he moved to an apartment, those dudes come in and knock him in the door. And then he opened the door and then they just like, so what's up? He's in Atlanta, Georgia. You know what? Let me look for the video and I'm close with this. All right, give me a moment. In the meantime, enjoy the song while I'm looking for the video. Oh boy. Oh nope. Let me see. Oh boy. You know what? I gotta find this little cowboy dude. Enjoy this song. It's gonna take me some time, but I will find it.
Yeah. Will not be moving, be dismayed. Come on. Victory, yeah. Will not be moving, be dismayed. Come on. Victory, yeah. Will not be moving, be dismayed. Because the Most High is in the midst. Will not be moving, be dismayed. Because Mama Rock is in the midst. We will not be moving, be dismayed. Because He gave us a victory. We will not be moving, be dismayed. Because my call is in the midst. We will not be moving, be dismayed. Because our angels is in the midst. We will not be moving, be dismayed. Because He gave us victory. Hallelujah, praise God. He gave us victory and the battle to be won. Yes, sir. Hallelujah, praise the Most High. He did not give us son to reproach. Hallelujah, praise the Holy Spirit. She's protecting and Him guiding us. Hallelujah, praise the Most High. He gave us the Archangel Michael. Yes, sir. Hallelujah, praise God. He did not give us unto shame. Yo, brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, are you moved? America will not be moved. Canada will not be moved. Africa will not be moved. Haiti will not be moved. Atlantis will not be moved. What people are you? Where you at? England, UK, where you at? Laos, Germany, where you at? Are you moved? Are you dismayed? Brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, are you will not be moved and be dismayed? Because the Most High is in the midst. Will not be moved and be dismayed. Because Mama Rock is in the midst. We will not be moved and be dismayed. Because He gave us a victory. We will not be moved and be dismayed. Because my call is in the midst. We will not be moved and be dismayed. Because our angels is in the midst. We will not be moved and be dismayed. Because He gave us victory.
Your nigga's on the down low, if this came across your timeline. And for my non-black viewers, because I don't want to hear you say it, your man is probably on the down low too. Now, I got a whole man in this bed right now, and I used to be a DL myself. So I'm going to show you how you can spot a DL man from a mile away. Now, I woke up to this many comments and Jesus Devante Christ from women saying that DL men smell like booty. He smells like booty. Now, the search of that video being DL man smell is crazy. But here are some actual signs. And do y'all mind if I dye my hair while we do this? Bet. Now, when y'all said DL men smell like booty, I'm gonna have to stop you right there. I know I said on the last video that you could smell it when one shows up. But where y'all went with that is actually homophobic and is no different than me saying all women smell like period blood or that y'all can't drive. Them is stereotypes. When I was DL,
I don't understand is what they will say they smell like us.
you know what actually gave me away? And I actually had somebody clock me on this? The comment section. Now, back in the day when IG was messy and would tell you what your friends would comment on people's pictures, that's exactly how I got caught. By my best friend's girlfriend. She said she knew the second she saw what I commented. Now, while you're on social media, go ahead and check the following list too. If the guy to girl ratio is off, and he follows more pretty dudes than pretty ladies, I got news for you. Now, speaking of best friends, if he treats the bros better than he treats women, if he spends more time with them than he does with you, he's DL. You're not gonna like me for this one, but most black men that only fuck white girls are DL. They come knocking on my door usually. This is a big one. Is he a hoe? If he has at least 3 kids with multiple women, Now, in my DL days, I've probably hooked up with just under 1,000 people. Never had an STD. Thank you, Jesus. We've all been.
So, just under 1,000 men. And this is the dude. This is the guy. He literally said all the guy, they were black dudes, like black men. They look like they have 0 things. You have to read the spirit, the style. And when I was doing the research for the book, the thing that we'll study in private, and then when I see the dude talking, and he's not lying, beloved. There is another one. I can't play this one. Here's too graphic. He show all the text messages, the things they do, the stuff. You know what? Let me close with this because I keep saying I'm gonna close with that, but no, hang on. This happened here, and of course, Fort Lauderdale.
The maid in the death of a transgender woman in Lauderdale Lakes.
And Local 10's Brett Neese is live in Fort Lauderdale.
Now an arrest of the maid in the death of a transgender woman in Lauderdale Lakes.
And Local 10's Brett Neese is live in Fort Lauderdale with what we're learning about the suspect tonight. Brett.
And Calvin and Nicole, we're learning a lot of new details here at the 9 o'clock hour. Friends of this victim tell me that she and the suspect have been in a relationship for a couple of years, but they had a history of fighting and arguing. These same friends also tell me that they turned in what will likely be a key piece of evidence to investigators. It's video from a Tesla door camera that shows the final argument between the two and the shooting. Known for the different wigs she would wear, this is Maurice Harrison, aka Girl La La La.
Oh, real Girl La La La. What happened?
The TikToker had hundreds of thousands of followers on the platform. Friends and family tell us she was always smiling. But on Friday, this is where her life was cut short. Broward Sheriff's deputies say the 21-year-old and her boyfriend, Shanoid White Jr., were in an argument inside a car in front of this home. They say he shot her multiple times. She was rushed to the hospital, where she was pronounced dead. White Jr. was in bond court on Sunday.
So, I mean, like a dude like this, a dude like that, you would have thought like, you friends with him, he invited you down there, Fort Lauderdale, like, yo, man, come down there. It's cool, man. We're a real nigga down there, man. We OG, son. We this, we that. You're like, okay, man, that's not good. Go over there, you chill with the homie. You don't know anything about him. He doesn't display any of that. And then, you go out with him. He brought his girl with him. And you don't look into things. And she look like a woman, She doesn't talk, though, because the voice like, okay, something. What the hell is going on down there? If something is dingling, swinging down there, oh, what's this? No, and you probably trusted a guy like that. But That's what it is, man. It's bad. It's bad. A lot of those dudes you thought like, yo, just come out. Whatever the hell happened, come out of the closet. Whatever the hell happened, come out of the closet. Did you guys set up the whole closet things to actually know who was actually visual and come out of the closet and then go after them while you're still in there? Whatever the hell happened to this thing? Back then it was like all people, 2008 during the Obama era. What? It was all, get everything out of the closet and come out. People online and say, you must be happy for me. You should be happy for me and things. Probably, is this what messed up Atlanta? Is this what messed? I don't know anything. Like, I know it's going on in Atlanta, but I didn't know it was that bad, man. Good Lord. Anyway, beloved, oh boy, the podcast ended on the wrong note, but justice, beloved, give yourself justice. I'm gonna strike out Atlanta out of my out of the list. I'll be there, but I'm gonna be very careful, very skeptical. I'm probably going to wear something like this. Oh boy. I'm probably going to walk around and wearing something like this, man. All right, where's the full one? There you go, something like that. Make sure I'm safe walking around. Wear this thing, and then I left the key at home. When I go to a hotel and go to sleep, nothing happened to me, man. I love eating food. I might thinking like, I'm going out with the brother or sister that, like, oh, if I follow your your podcast, man, hey, you want some food? Oh, hell yeah. There's this good restaurant that I know very far in the wood. It's very peaceful out there. Shit, they got food there. Well, then let's go. Nah, man, I gotta wear something like that and then give the key to my guardian angel. Only me can get the key and go to sleep. Yeah, man, this thing, Atlanta, man, like, what the hell, man? What's going on, man? What's going on over there, man? No, I really wanted to go there, man. I have people over there. I have, here's another coincidence. A guy that I was working in the trash industry, waste management, best job I ever had. He moved to Atlanta, Georgia. And, I was convincing him that I want to come over here, and he didn't want to respond. He said, man, I know your character. You wouldn't like it over there. I mean, you would love the job, but the people, you wouldn't like them. I'm like, come on, I like people. I love everybody. So now I see what he was talking about, okay? That guy said he's been with over 1,000 men, and I bet the majority of them are married and on the DL. That's exactly what he said. He said most of the men, they are married, straight men, and they are DL men. They are. That's why he literally said this. And this isn't the one guy, beloved. It's just my mind is blown. And I'm very, now, when I'm around another brother, I'm getting this prejudice look now. Like, is this nigga in that thing, man? I don't know, man. I don't trust this dude with his skinny jeans, with his skinny stuff, with his, with his funny tattoo of a flower on his arm, with a little unicorn tattoo on his neck, with a Hello Kitty tattoo on his leg. I don't know, man. I don't want that guy standing nowhere close to me, son. Hey, what the hell, man? What's going on over here, man? Away from Big Levi, man. I don't trust this dude. I don't know if that guy have a lisp or this is how he actually talk. You know, I'm very, I don't know, man. Hearing this dude, always. Is it that, does your hand naturally produce lotion? Like, what is it with the hand rubbing, neck rubbing? I don't know about this, man. I smell this cologne, which in fact smells like perfume, man. I don't know about this, man. Like this dude wearing a shirt, you can see his ankle. Men are not supposed to wear any shirt that your knees, your knees is showing up. This dude wearing a shirt, his thighs is looking up, and then you can see a giant apple draping on his thighs, the tattoo thing. What's going on here? I'm very skittish now. Wherever I'm going, I have this prejudiced mind. Like, okay, all right, that guy is definitely enter from the back door, whether he was going to a woman's house or to a men's house. Well, but definitely to a men's house. He likes back door. I mean, you can see it in the dude's face, and it is bad for me. It is very mentally. This is wrecking me. I don't want to think like this about anyone, man. It's just like you become traumatized, man. You just like, and these sounds keep playing in my mind. I'm like, okay, please stop. Oh man, that's bad. You traumatize. You go places, you're in the line, and you felt somebody's behind you, and you quickly turn around. It's just a regular married men, black men standing behind you, and then like, yo, what's up, man? You want me to go in front of you? Yeah, go ahead, go in front of me. I'm gonna go in that. I'm not in that hurry. I mean, you don't have that much stuff. You got I got this huge package in me. It's big, but it's one thing. Yeah, well, I got many stuff. You go before me. I'll be 2 people behind you. Let this guy go in front of the line and go check out, man. I'm checking people behind me. I'm like, yo, it's just like, what the hell, man? This thing is really bad. Like, yo. I'm like, you guys need to wear some kind of like belt around your neck or some kind of things. What is this, man? But nonetheless, beloved, I will leave you with peace. I will leave you with love. I'm so sorry about Atlanta, Georgia. I didn't know all these things was going on over there. This is bad, man. And hopefully my people look at their ways and change their ways. I guess. I guess, but all right, beloved, I will leave you with peace, love, shalom, and I will see you folks tomorrow for day 23.
The 8K family.
Have you ever felt a deep yearning for spiritual growth but didn't know where to start? What if I told you there's a guide that can lead you through every step? Introducing the 8K Family Handbook. This comprehensive guide is your ultimate companion for spiritual empowerment, offering invaluable insights and practical steps to enhance your spiritual journey. What's inside? Perform spiritual background checks. Learn how to assess spiritual energies and protect yourself from negative influences. Connect with your guardian angel. Discover methods to establish a strong, supportive relationship with your guardian angel for guidance and protection. Develop your magical abilities. Unleash your innate magical potential with step-by-step instructions and exercises tailored for all levels. Whether you're a novice or a seasoned practitioner, the 8K Family Handbook provides the tools and knowledge you need to elevate your spiritual practice. Begin your journey to empowerment and enlightenment today. Available now on Amazon.com.